Welcome in, everybody. You are watching live coverage of the WPBA 2018 Grand Slam event. Coming to you from the Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. Your players for this first round of the final 32 are Allison Fisher and Marianne Merrill. Allison Fisher, better known as the Duchess of Doom. Been playing pool pro for many, many years. Winning everything just about that she has entered at, one year or another. Marianne Merrill is a pretty much unknown for us. So this is the first round of the final 32. They've done this tournament in new stages. New way. There's a couple stages for girls to get in. The final 16 are automatically seeded into this round. 17 through 32 are seeded into the second round, and then 32 up-and-comings came into battle to fill those spots. To make it to, it was down to 16. Those 16 joined the other 16, down to 16, and those 16 from that 32 bracket joined the top-ranked 16, which we have here. We are playing some CSI rules. It is a race to 8, as you can see on your screen here. Only thing I think different from CSI is that this is rack for your opponent. It is not alternating break. Free foul rule is in effect. And shot clocks are also being used on every match that they have somebody for. Marianne is going to go get her bridge. She wants to draw back quite a ways to get to the 4. The 4 is on the end rail right up underneath her arm. Uh-oh. That miscue there, ball off the table, is automatic ball in hand. It's not up yet. We're working on that.
It's not up yet.
It will be shortly.
It will be short. The only one that's up is
Allison. Oops, I muted the wrong one. Sorry, guys. You're listening to everything there. Pardon me. I'm going to cut this 4 and float back down. You're going to have to play a combination here, it looks like, maybe. And because that, unless it goes past the 7 in the side, if it goes past the 7 in the side, Allison can draw off of this 5. But I think she's going to be looking to play a combination here. Nope, going straight in. Uh-oh, she thought that 5 was going in. She was playing shape on the 6. I think she can still see this ball to shoot it in, though. It does not appear. That they have everybody down here for shot clocks. Come out around that 8. Nice. Very nice shot there, Allison. And she's got nice angle. Right back in line here. Got nice angle. Cut this 6 in. Cue ball be able to go up table. Nice for the 8. Just past center. She'd like a little bit of angle to be able to come off of this rail. Or draw straight back down and shoot the 9 in the lower left-hand corner pocket. And she's missed the 8, giving Marianne a shot back here. Try and get this first game on Allison. Thank you. Eleanor Collado walking by saying hello. And she's not come out far enough for this 9 here to. She'd like to have been able to shoot this ball straight in, but she's got a little bit of work to do here. Back cut this 9 to the bottom right-hand corner. And this cue ball ends up on the end rail. This is going to, oh, unless the 9 keeps rolling. This is not a bad leaf here. It's about at the 50-yard line. The 9 ball stopped at about the 50-yard line where, cut it one way and probably miss it and maybe scratch, both ways could possibly be a scratch. It looks like Allison's trying to back cut this to the side pocket. Very nice shot. Was able to avoid one hole and the other one. First game to Allison. Matches are, I think they're 2 hours apart. You can also find, once Kevin gets it up and running, table number 3, which is on another WPBA channel, is Melissa Little and Lori John Hazen. Hassan. Lori John Hassan. Let's see. After that, that's your 7 p.m. matches that we're doing. 9 o'clock. Monica Webb versus Wei Ching will be the secondary table, and your feature match will be Ava Lawrence versus Liz Cole. What he's doing. Let's see. Marianne's got a nice open shot here on this one. She wants to go back and forth. I think missing the 8. If it gets up on it, that's actually not a bad shot. Allison's going to thin off this one, try and lay her up on down there. She'd like to get her in between the 6 and the rail. But this works. Somebody just kicked my camera. The only person it could have been was the tournament MC. Yeah, Marianne's going to have to kick to the end rail. One rail in behind the back of this one ball. Try and send it down. You'd like to try and send it down table, I think, between the 2 and the 4. Just hard enough to get down there. And then, has she made the 6? Oh no, she's scratched in the side. Get it just a little bit full. And then that 3 and 7 are pretty well tied up. It looks like maybe the 3 goes in the side. Allison's looking to see where that one ball's going to go after she makes this combination. She wants to be sure that she leaves herself a shot, giving herself angle to be able to get out for it. And she's also needs angle to, get from the 1 to the 2 next as well. Is that 2 going to get funny? It might have landed up on the 8 ball. It looks like it just goes. Yeah, looks like this 2 ball just goes. Cut this 2 ball in. Go. Does the 2 pass the 3? Does not appear that it does. Of course, as soon as I switch to it, Kevin goes and messes with it. No, I have no signal. Oh, it does go past. Look at that. That's a nice shot. That one wiped its feet a little bit going in, but it found darkness. Might be set. It looks like Marianne might be settling in a little bit here. Shoot this 4 on the side. Go forward a little bit, or just center ball off of it to shoot the 5 in the same pocket. Other matches we got going on around the room. There you go. Nice shot. There's nice speed there. Nice angle here. Just pop off this. Looks like she's going to drag off of it. I'm going to go back out to the center of the table. There you go. She's got angle. Cue ball is going to be going towards the side, towards the rail. Which maybe leaving her, to the 9 ball. Leaving her a nice shot on 9. This 9 ball here to game 2 to Allison. Looks like they are doing alternating break. When I played, they didn't do alternating break. All right, here we go. Marianne to break. And no friends, nobody home. Nice open table here for Allison. The only problem really is the 7-8, but the 6 leads you to the proper side of the. All right, sorry about that, guys. Computer went down for a second. Back up and running here. If you're still looking for that other match, Kevin is frantically working to try to get it up and going. And this 9 ball here. Allison up 3-0. You have to click that. It hasn't been updating. And Allison's break. Chat room. Oh, okay.
You don't get one.
We don't get chat, guys. Sorry. So if you're out there talking to us, we can't hear you or see you. You are currently listening to Sherry Ross, Railbirds Productions. And we're coming to you live from the Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. I'd like to say hi to everybody out there. Some people I know who are probably watching. Rich, thanks for tuning in. I know you're there, buddy. All right, let's see if is she going to shoot this combination, or is she going to try and shoot the one past the 9? Nah, she did go for that 9 ball. Cue ball stay up. It did. She's left an opening here for Allison. It's hard to tell from here if the cue ball is going to be able to miss the 4. I think she can. She's just going to go straight to the end rail and back down towards the middle of the table for the 2 ball. And running into the 4. I think she missed the 1 trying to control the cue ball off of the 4. Looks like Marianne's just trying to lay up a save. And she might get her with this 2 ball. I think she might have hooked Allison with the 2 here. Or looks like she can see it. She's shooting straight at it. Yeah, and come off a couple rails. But it's going to sneak out. Yeah. Left 1 ball on the rail. Hasn't left anything easy here for Marianne to get started with. Shooting this ball up the rail past the side pockets, both points of the side pocket is not easy. Fortunately, though, all she has to do is make this ball really to get a shot on the 2. That other match, Melissa Little, Lori John. Looks like it is at 2 games apiece, y'all. If you're waiting to find out about that one or tune into it. Here you just gotta probably run into this 3 here. She'd like to just put it in and hold the cue ball right there if she can. She's able to miss it and come around it. It's a nice shot. 4 is the ball that is down there by the end rail, well, by the head rail by Marianne right now. I shoot this up in the corner. Just slide off of it a little bit more towards what would be the head spot of the table, which gives you angle to come back down table for the 6. She doesn't have to hit it hard or anything. Just put this ball in the hole. And just like that, slide back a couple inches. Oh, she's got enough angle here. It looks like she might. Don't move that camera, Lou. Kevin even closer to getting that other one up and going. On the table next to here, you got Emily Duddy, who's playing Miss Gerda Hofstetter. Or I'm sorry, yeah, Gerda. Helena Tornfeld is playing, looks like Janet Atwell on table on the other side. Yeah, there is enough room here. Looks like for the cue ball to get between there. But I don't know. Yeah, there is room for the cue ball between the 8 and the rail, but I don't think the angle she has lets her shoot straight at it. Ah, nice shot. If that 8 ball goes up there, that's nice. Now all she has to do is focus on making the 7 ball because she's automatically going to get a shot on the 8 if she makes it. seem to be. Well, she hasn't left anything really easy for Allison here on the 7 ball. But she can bank it cross side, hold her cue ball right there for the 8 ball, hit it with pocket speed, so that the 8 ball is in the way in case she. And Allison said, "Nope, I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna lay up and lay down a nice safe here." Ball in hand. Allison, 3 balls on the table. Normally guaranteed that you're not going to get back. Yep, and she's probably just going to shoot and stop right about there and take this little bit longer shot on the 9. And she's okay, unless she's got the angle she can draw back into it. That's why I thought she was going to slide off of it. Guarantee more of a guarantee stopping, making the ball. Okay. And another game to Allison. Yeah, halfway to the final, halfway through this match for Allison. Marianne is hoping to get hers started here. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 balls on the table still. Seems to be having a little bit of problems pocketing balls on the break as well. And you get settled down and appears that Melissa and Lori John match is still at 2-2. If you're patiently waiting, for Kevin to get that one up and going for you. He is working on it. Little technical difficulties. Allison's just going to roll out here. Pocket 7. I think, if I play safe, just bump this one ball past the 4. Let the cue ball roll up into the back of the 4. Getting ready to get that second channel up and going for you guys. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. Everything stays going. We got a clear signal. I think she was going to cut that ball in, just wanting to make something happen, get a little, offensive going, feeling her stroke, and uh-oh. Oh, wow. Now that 8 for the 8-5 looks like it's pretty lined up. It looks like it's pretty straight on into that pocket there. Thanks, Liu Peng. Got Liu Peng on the, it's not handheld, but on the handheld camera for you. That 3-9 looks pretty juicy too. Allison shoot this 2. Draw off to the rail and back out. If she doesn't come out far enough, she can still shoot the 3 up in either corner. But she's able to hold this up nice for this combination here. There it is. Center of the hole. Game number 5 to Allison. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to the WPBA's channel, watching Railbirds Productions coverage of the 2018 WPBA Grand Slam. Nothing but great matches coming up. You'll be able, I'll be posting upcoming matches on Facebook if you want to know who's coming. You can also go and find out for yourself. You can find it on Compu Sport, Compu like computer, Sport, WPBA Soaring Eagle. You'll be able to find all the brackets there if you want to see who got here, how they got here. So the top 16 were automatically seeded into this 3rd round. So the 3-stage event. 17 through 32 were set up. They were into the second stage. They were in the second stage of the tournament, and then 32 women were brought in to vie for spots to try. They would go through the 32 into the first stage of newcomers. 16 of those were put into a bracket of 32 with your ranked 17th through 32. The top 16 of those were then put into the bracket of 32 with your top 16 ranked players. And that is how you arrive with the 32 that we have right now. New format that they're trying out, trying to change things up a little bit, put a little bit more excitement back into the game, and giving those up-and-coming players a little bit more of a chance to make it into the money. The way things were used to run with the WPBA You had to, when you came in, you were automatically playing a top player first round. These women get a chance to get a couple of matches. You can lose a match, but as long as you get through that, like that first stage, everything's reset automatic, another double elimination, out to 16, 32 player bracket. You lose one match there, it's okay. As long as you get through it, everything's erased, start all over again, redraw back into this final 32 double elimination bracket. I think Allison wants that ball to slow down. It just slowed down enough. Now Marianne can bank this one ball, hitting it just to, from our perspective, the right-hand side of the one ball, from hers, the left. Banking the one ball up table to about the center of the head rail and putting the cue ball back in behind this 8-9-6 cluster here. Well, she's flat out going for this ball, and she's made it. Is cue ball going to come out? Bump that 7 for a shot on the 2. Nice shot. Little confidence booster there, cutting that ball in. And she's going to have to cut this 2 in now and let the cue ball come around a couple of rails. I like to run it 3 rails, missing the 7 back out towards the center of the table for the 3. All right. Let's see. So I think Marianne's going back to get her bridge. And she's a little bit short here. I don't mean short here. Yeah, she's got a little bit of a stretch here to be able to get this 5 ball or 4 ball, come back across for the 5. She wants to be able to put a good stroke on it and leaning out, out that far. Maybe she went and put an extension on her cue. That's what she's done. She's gotten a cue extension. I'm going to have to cut the 5 in and let the cue ball come around a couple of rails for the 6. It looked like we were going to have that other table up and going, and still having some technical difficulties with all of the wiring and stuff. Kevin's trying to get it figured out for you guys. I'm so sorry if you're waiting on that other match. Score is 2-3 in favor of Lori John Hassan. Is they going to catch that gap? Oh, no, she's right behind the 9 ball. I think she was trying to come in there and catch that gap or stop before it, maybe shoot a save or a bank, but nonetheless, she's ended up hooked. Can't really kick to the side rail because of the 8 ball. She'd like to, she's going to have to go to the opposite side rail here and kick at this. And I think I'd like to, if you can hit it full and just hard enough to nudge the 6 to the rail. This ended up not too terrible. That 8 ball is just outside the pocket. 6 ball not really lined up, but this is Allison Fisher getting ready to shoot this combination here. I look for her to make it. And the 6 ball is going to go to the side rail and back out in front of this hole. So yeah, Allison's just going to draw off of it to bring the cue ball around the 9 so that she has a shot on the 6 ball after making the 8. She ended up cutting it a little bit thinner than she wanted to, and now she has ended up with a pretty ugly cut on the 6 ball here with the bridge. I think I'd look for Allison to play safe here. Yep, she's thinning off this. She's going to try and get the cue ball over to behind the 9, or she's going to go 2 rails, try and miss the 9 and bring the cue ball all the way back down where she is there. And rubbing the 9 was okay. Going to sneak out. I think it might have. No, I think she's got her completely hooked behind the 7 ball. She's really close to her being able to see the edge of the 6. 6 ball, it does not look like it is frozen to the end rail. So pretty much just got to get a good hit. And Kevin is really close to getting that other stream up and going, guys. And as soon as he hits the button to start the stream, the camera goes down. Oh boy. Oh, she kicked that dead end. Nice shot. Very nice shot, Marianne.
Almost.
Just keep smiling.
Kevin just trying to get this transmitter and everything up out of the line of and out of the way. Really taking her time. She wants to get on the scoreboard. Let everybody know she showed up to the match too. Nice shot. Nice line here on the 9, pretty much straight in. Stay down, stay with it. Put this ball in the hole, Marianne. There you go. Marianne Merrill on the board, ladies and gentlemen. 5-1. And it is Marianne's break.
I have to run a cable.
Can you move it? Okay, here we go. Marianne the break. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, that other one is not getting up right now. Trying to get it done wireless and it's not working. Uh, Thank you, Ed, for your kind words. Was just showed them. All right, what's what's Marianne gonna do with this 2 ball here? There is a combination available to her. I don't really believe is what she'll be shooting. Maybe shoot the 2 at the 4 and let the cue ball just go into the rail behind the 5 ball. And I think she was trying it the other way. I think it's, the way I would have, it's easier to say it, say anything from up here because I'm not out there playing. But I think I would have tried to shoot it the other way using that 5 as a blocker. Just, don't worry about if the 2 or the 4 got to the rail. Just, making sure that the cue ball hits it. Allison's going to use this 3 ball here right outside the point of the side pocket. And nice shot. She's got her pretty close up there on the 3 ball. It's a little further away than that shot there looks, but a few inches away. Probably gonna be a straight, standard 1-rail kick to this left-hand side rail. Probably about what would be the middle diamond on the upper half of the rail there. It might be somewhere between the first and middle diamond. Should take it just about straight at the 2 ball. Center ball is all she needs. It looked like it lengthened out a little bit. So she may have had a little bit of right-hand English from shooting that direction. Right hand lengthens out your angle. She would have shot with left, and that's left to center. The cue ball would have shortened up. Now Allison's looking at, if the 4 goes, she's going to try and drag up underneath this 3 ball to either shoot it up in the corner, or she's going to just come 1 rail off of it into the side pocket. There you go. Yeah, don't try to do anything fancy. A lot of these women, you will see them shy away from the fancy, more into the, just the less you have to do, the less the easier shots are. And just as I say that, Allison has very uncharacteristic miss. Brings Marianne to the table with she's got a, I think she's got angle where she could cut this into the corner pocket, which would be that upper left-hand corner pocket, and go to the side rail and back out. If she doesn't, she's going to cut it to the side pocket, which is what she's looking at now, and have the cue ball go to the the head rail and back down towards the 4 ball. We have Gerda Hofstetter and Janet Atwell on the next table. Looks like Gerda is up 4-1 on Janet. Or I said Gerda, didn't I? It's not Gerda over there. Helena Tornfeld. Got one of our up and coming sitting here talking to me for a minute, Miss Kaylin Wyckoff. Her first pro event. Congratulations on that, by the way. Here comes that hardwire cable for that other channel, guys. As long as there's no little bitty wires broken inside that cable, we should be up and ready to go in a matter of seconds. There goes a nice shot. She had to pound that one a little bit. She was just barely had any angle. She wanted to be able to come out, and she'd like to be straighter than she is on this 8 ball, but I think you're going to see her follow this around 3 rails and shoot the 9 in the side pocket. Or she may just draw out of it, back out towards the center of the table for the 9 in the other corner. Well, she got a little lucky bump there. This'll do. Yeah. Don't even have to be Allison Fisher for that one to work for you. 2 games away to advancing. Both of, this is your first round matches of your final 32. Winner and loser are both still in the event. If you're in the area, come on down, get you some tickets. As we get later on into this tournament, tickets will be selling out fast, and you'll be hard pressed to get in here unless you want to come work for me. And it looks like the cable Kevin just ran is not working. Poor guy. I'm glad all I have to do is sit over here and talk to you guys. I wish I had a chat room so you guys could keep me company, but thanks for being there. One ball down on the break. Allison's got a clear shot on the 2 here. Cue ball will be probably working up table a little bit, but she should still be okay. She just wants to be sure she clears this 9-7. Now she can. I don't think she's gonna want to be playing a combination here. She may have to just cut this in and put a little bit of center left-hand English on it to kind of straighten out the cue ball a little bit after it pockets the 6, so that it comes up a little bit more up underneath the 4. But it looks like Allison, she's spinning this a little bit. She was going to come back out, shoot this ball in the same corner or the combination. And that's about the 50-yard line, 49.5. She's still looking at the combination. And I don't know that, maybe she's feeling it. Maybe she, the cue ball is going to come back around, hopefully get her a good shot on this 4. I'm really surprised, though, that she's thinking about shooting this and not just banking the 4 up table and using the 9-7 and even the 8 as a blocker. And she's left this really nice for Marianne to try and get another one up on her side of the board. Score for the Lori John Hassan Melissa Little is 5-3. Emily Duddy Gerda Hofsetter is, looks like 5-4 in favor of Gerda. Paulina Tornfeld and Janet Atwell, 4-1 in favor of Helena. This 5 might have gone out there a little bit further than what Marianne wanted, but I think she's still okay with this ball. Just cut it in with center ball. Cue ball's naturally going to go over for a shot on the 6. All of her focus on just pocketing this 5 ball. She needs it to hoe so she can just draw back for the 7. Don't believe that the 7 passes the 9 in the other corner. Now she's got angle where she's working away from the 7. She can actually follow to the end rail and back down for the 7. That'll straighten it back out and bringing it more towards this right hand, from where we're looking at the table here, the right hand side rail. And I think that's what Marianne's looking at, is following this back down, because the draw is going to be working away towards it's going to be working towards the wrong side of the 7. And unfortunately, she's rattled the ball, and she's left a pretty, it's a cut shot for Allison here. 8 ball might be impeding her bridge a little bit, and it is not. She's able to bridge around it quite easily. Center right hand English brings the cue ball back 2 rails. Oh, hit the 8. She was trying to go 2 rails, maybe even 3 rails back over for the 7. She would like to be on the other side of the table. But actually, it looks like the 7 goes. Thanks, Lou. Nice little shot there for you. Looks like that 7 does have a pocket to go straight into. So Allison should be okay here. Center ball works straight back up towards the 8. She's spinning her rock. That's okay. Nice view of her angle here. That's a really nice line. That measle ball, if you're not used to it or what it is, those dots allow you to see everybody at home out there, the spin of the cue ball more. Shows you how any people who understand pool and what it's doing. It allows them to see how they're actually cueing this ball. And if you pay attention to those, it's gonna, maybe help you improve your game. Okay. Allison on the hill. Marianne the break. Cable number 3 on its way. Right, see if Marianne can get some balls to drop for her this time. She gets down really low on a lot of her balls. Stay up, white ball. And she has made a ball this time and has a shot on the 1. All right, Marianne, let's do this. I'm gonna cut the 1 in. Cue ball looks like it could naturally come straight down between this 9-2. A little bit of top. I might favor a little bit to the left, just to be sure that that I'm coming down and not actually running into the 2, coming more towards the 9 ball. She's checking the 5 and everything, or the 4 here, to make sure she wants to make sure she doesn't move anything. 2 6s lined up pretty straight to that side there. But I think, or to the side, that's the corner pocket. I think I like the trying to come down between the 9-2. You shoot the 2 in the side pocket afterwards. She's coming to the other side of the 2, and it just slows. That's a nice shot. She could play a 3-way shot here. Try and cut this. She can cut the 2 in. Drag the cue ball to the end rail. Drag is a little bit below center with yeah, it's kind of an exaggerated follow through, a little bit of a stutter exaggeration. Lets the cue ball kind of go down table, missing the going between the 8 and the 7. It'll check up, straighten up a little bit off the end rail, and come straight back down at the 4. She could attempt a combination here on the 9 and play a backup safety, shooting exactly what I was getting ready to discuss. Very nicely executed, as she has got Allison. Marianne has got Allison locked up behind the 5 ball here. Allison can go 2 rails to the side rail, just behind the 5 ball. Then down to the end rail behind the 2. But the only problem with that is that you have to hit it pretty hard to guarantee that you get a rail, because you have to get a rail or pocket a ball after you make contact. She could also go 2 rails the other way if she can see between the 6-5, and that's the way she's going. I don't know if she's going 1 rail straight at it or 2 rails. She was going the 2 rails and has just missed hitting this 2 ball. I like to say, I hit the outer molecule. All right, now with ball in hand, let's see how Marianne's going to want to try to go about getting at this 4 ball. She could shoot the 2 into that corner, the upper right-hand corner here. Give the angle to come to follow 2 rails out of the corner on the line, and follow the line that you would want to be on straight down at the 4. The more often you can follow down that line rather than crossing over it, the more often you're going to be on the right side of your ball. Because here, if she does, if she was to follow this forward 2 rails and come straight at this 4 ball, she's got 6 feet to stay in line. If you come across it, here she's come across, I think she was kind of trying to come straight back down at it and just drew it a little bit too much. You have a matter of inches of being on the proper side of the ball. Okay, got me back my other view now. Number 3. Score is now 5-4 in the Melissa Little, Lori John Hassan match in favor of Melissa. Alright, see, I don't think this 4 ball goes past it, and Allison's trying to use that 5 ball as a blocker. That was a really, really tough speed, little touch shot there. And just barely came out. Let Marianne see this ball. Looks like she can see around that 5 ball. pocketed combination successfully. 6 ball, it looks like it's out of the way of the 5 ball now, and she's got angle to get there. Tried to force the ball out of there, ended up missing the 4 ball because of it, and brings Allison to the table with a not so very pretty shot. She could attempt to bank this 4 ball back up table into this upper left-hand corner pocket. If she doesn't like that, she could bank the 4 ball up table, again trying to use that 5 ball as a blocker for the cue ball. Don't think the 4 passes the 5. She could then off of the 4 and just put the cue ball back over here on the other side of the table. Just let the 4 over there by the 5, 6. And she has gone with plan Z. And completely hooked with the 9 ball now, Marianne, when she comes to the table. And those billiard players, and snooker and all that other stuff. And that looks like she's looking at using some parallel lines for her kicking. Several different systems, formulas you can use for kicking, and it looked to me like she was using the halfway point parallel line to find her spot. Is that 9 ball going? Look out, ladies and gentlemen, that 9 ball might be in the hole. Oh. Just missed it. And Allison might just bank this 4 back up there. She could thin off of the 4 and use the cue ball too with some you want to be a little bit above center left hand English and just thin the edge of the 4. Let the English come into the end rail and spin back up towards the 9 ball. And she could do a 2-way. Oh yeah, how about just fire it straight in the hole? Game, set, match. Did I mess up a score somewhere? That was not 8 for Allison. I'm gonna check the score and I'll be right back. My score is correct. What is not correct is the race. All of the rounds, the first 2 rounds to get to this, were all races to 8. These are now races to 9. So Allison is now on the hill. Sorry about the confusion and misinformation there. But we are all right now. One ball gone on the break. Nice shot here. Allison just going to bump this in. She could come out past the 6. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That ball, I think it just took off on her like it caught a spring in the rail or something. And now she is up on this 4-ball big time. Okay. Yeah. I'm not going to be able to get that second table up and running for you all. May not, right now, may not get it up tonight. When you're working with electronics, it happens. Oh, there we go. Oh, sorry about that. Didn't mean to do that to you guys.
Switch.
Okay, he's taking pictures. I am finally being joined by my partner in crime, life, business, all of that, Kevin
Hello,
Ross.
hello, hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, you're... Okay, hello, hello.
Well, I can hear me even better now.
And maybe we should turn you down just a touch.
Just a smidge.
All right, what do we got going on here? We got some pool going on?
Well, yeah, Allison Fisher's playing pool. Marianne Merrill is playing pool. Yeah, so we got a little pool going on.
Sweet, I like it.
It's crazy. One place you can have them across the room, and in here you can't. And Allison's got to get her bridge for this one.
Being a snooker player, she shouldn't have much problem with the bridge.
Yeah.
I'd think.
I would imagine not. And these 3 balls for the match.
For the match, so you explain to everyone the unusual format that they're playing here?
As best as I could a couple of times on how it was done with the 32 up-and-comings coming in and playing each other to get down to 16. Those 16 playing with ranked 17th through 32 in the WPBA. That 32 going down to 16, and those 16 joining the top 16 of the WPBA, which is your group of 32. Congratulations, Allison. Fine shooting. We will be back. Next matches are at 9 o'clock.
Yep,
and
that's, was that 22 minutes
Kevin's
away?
going to take 22 minutes and see what we can figure out, maybe. I don't know. And we'll be back. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Yeah, there's a good chance I won't get that second table going until after the matches are over tonight. Then I can dedicate some time to it, so it might not be till tomorrow morning.
All right. Well, we'll be back 20 some minutes with your next match.
See ya.